Hey LinkedIn family, I wanted to drop this quick video about, now this is going to sound crazy, about knowing when to fire a client. Here's a scenario. Some time ago I had a client that I took from a small cart in the mall to 5 stores through consulting, marketing, advertising, digital strategies, etc. Right? And the client at some point stopped listening to me. So that was the first clue. When a client stops listening to you, then you know the relationship is going bad. It's a fight or flight situation. So anyway, I approached the client about listening to my advice and not listening to different people that would come in and try to sell advertising. So the scenario is an account executive from a radio station, a Spanish radio station, came in and sold the client $6,000 worth of advertising. Here is the problem. There was absolutely no one at the client store that spoke Spanish that could answer the phones. That's the first issue. The second issue is I had to go in and clean up the situation because it was, okay, you buy now, you don't get your money back. So the client didn't get the money back. So after a disastrous run in terms of the radio advertising, I mean, the client had like literally about 500 or 600 spots at a #1 radio station in Houston. The Hispanic market is huge. In fact, I think it's 102.9 was the station that it ran on. It wasn't that there was a problem with the radio station, but more so a problem with the match of the service to the particular customer base, the demographic that they were looking for. The segmentation was completely off. Nonetheless, because the client did not listen to me, and the client actually turned around and blamed me for the loss of the money because I could not salvage a mistake that the client had actually made. So I knew at that time I had to fire the client. So what I did was I wrote the client a breakup email, which I will address that in a later video, how to write a breakup email, because sometimes you just have to break up with a client, especially when they stop listening to your consult. Well, I broke up with the client. The client has yet to rebound. Everything actually started going bad for the client. I'm not going to say who the client is because anyone that knows me knows exactly who the client is. The client went from having 5 stores now to 1 store and primarily selling everything online, which is a really good thing. But the point of the matter is, when a client stops listening to you, the #1 thing that you have to do is sometimes you have to let them go. And that's about it. Oh, and one last thing I want to say. I'm at my alma mater, Texas Southern University, where I got my liberal arts degree. It is such a beautiful campus here, and inspiring young minds and these young entrepreneurs on this campus ready to do it. So thank you. You have any comments about this video, please leave them in the comment section below. Take care.